Hello, everyone. We are here shooting Dine and Wine with Chef Vee. Oh, I'm excited for this episode.
Yes.
A little bit afraid for what's about to come, but we're getting real. We are getting real today.
Yep.
We are discussing love, romance, see your face. We are discussing heartbreak. I mean, it's gonna get real juicy, real vulnerable.
Yeah.
We on some shit.
Yeah.
So, I want us to introduce ourselves. I'll go first. Little introduction, keep it brief, your relationship status, and a little fun fact about yourselves. I think that's a nice thing we can all do.
Yeah.
So I'm Chef Vee, Vanessa Cole, your podcast host. I am a private chef, all-round creative entrepreneur. Anything I can do, I do. Got to get that bread, you know. Relationship status, recently engaged. Girls off the street.
Congrats.
Thank you. And fun fact, I am a professionally trained opera singer. So, yeah, for real. I'm not singing for you right now.
Okay, I was gonna say, give us something real quick.
No,
I want a glass to
stage
shatter.
fright when it comes to singing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's a fun fact. So yeah, let's start with
City boy.
Okay, so Cliff, Wycliff, but Cliff for short. Yes, that is my name. Jamaican heritage and that. I am basically an all-round media guru. You know, directing, writing, producing. I've done a bit of modeling, done a bit of acting, and all that. My status is newly single, so I am on streets. Enjoying it.
Do you want to tell your phone number? So
Yeah, I'll just they'll put it down here for you guys. Don't worry, and my Instagram and whatnot. And a fun fact about me: I love fast cars. I won't drive a fast car because I feel like I'll crash it. But I love really, really fast cars, Formula One cars. Yeah.
nice. Okay, Nenesi.
My name is Nenesi. I am a project manager and work in production. I am married. Recently just got married, actually, 2 months ago. But we were getting married all of last year.
3, 4, 5 times.
So I'm 3 times married to the same man. Wow. That's how much I love him.
Oh wow.
But a fun fact about me, my real passion is actually in fashion retail. It's not something that is a huge industry in Nigeria, but yeah, that's where my passion is.
I'm Temi Evo, filmmaker and logoist at night, strictly at night. Relationship status, single for 3 years.
Wow.
Fun fact, I'm an Igbo boy and a lover boy.
What? Sorry?
Contrary to popular belief.
He is not a lover boy. He's not a lover boy.
My woman will
He's
women. You're multiple women.
There you go.
so much love
To give. Okay. Now I get it. Fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you're running a good business, you might as well spread. Yeah, exactly.
God.
I'm gonna take
Nenesi,
notes from that.
there's the city girls are down minus
Minus 10 points.
10 points already. So you know what? At least we need to start with the shots.
Yes, please. Yes,
Definitely
please.
needed.
Yes,
I got the
please.
good stuff. We got some Casamigos. Best decisions are always made with a few shots of tequila.
Yes.
So let's start.
I will drink for anyone that does not want to drink. Yes.
Yeah.
I will do that.
You
See,
can
what
drink-
gentlemen.
Really a gentleman.
Yeah,
You
what
can drink
gentleman.
on my behalf.
Oh, fantastic.
Tequila and I don't have a good relationship.
Oh, nice.
Since we're talking about relationships.
We'll
So
just get
here
to
you
know
go.
each other.
You can take one
Fantastic.
for the team. I appreciate it.
All right, then. Let's see whose liver's strong by the end of this.
To be fair, I told you got Jamaican heritage, so
So what are we
myself.
chasing to?
love.
to finding love at the right time.
Did you just throw up?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was in my
Yeah.
head. Sorry, almost wrong. But yeah, good.
To love.
So love. Clink.
Cheers.
Okay. The shot has entered.
Not yet. Give me a few more now.
No problem. Well, we're going to start with a game.
Okay.
I think there's the best way for everyone to loosen up, So what we're gonna do, we're playing True Self.
Okay.
It asks some very honest questions. So everyone's gonna pick a card, and you're gonna answer the question that you get. So you know, it's gonna be a shuffle. You're not gonna know what you're gonna have to answer.
Okay.
Okay?
How about I get going?
You don't play games while you're playing one now?
Okay. Now I'm gonna take this one. This is a
All
very
right,
good
so
question.
let's go.
I like this question.
Let's go like this. So Temi, you start.
I love this question.
Mine goes, are there people you need to set boundaries with but have been shying away from doing so? Good. The answer is yes. Yes.
You care to expand?
Okay, so I was seeing someone for 2 years. I know the question here, are you seeing someone for 2 years? But we had some ups and downs,
Yeah.
on and off. And it got to a point I decided, you know what, I'm done with this. We both need to move on. I don't think she has gotten to a point where she's willing to move on.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to see other people right now. I want to focus on myself.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, I need to set that boundary with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's important. It's fair on both
Yeah.
of you.
I'll say this quite frankly. I love her.
Oh.
Not the L word.
I wasn't expecting that.
I was not expecting. I love her. I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that, but
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Love is a choice. right?
Fair.
But if I had made a decision for myself
Yeah.
to move on, I need to set that boundary, right? But I love her, and so I am still sort of dancing around that.
Yeah.
emotion, even though I know what to do about it.
Yeah.
I will do it,
But not now.
No, it's not a matter of now. I don't want to be very harsh about it.
Fair.
And
Fair.
I care
Fair.
about how she take it.
Mm.
It's all semantics. Here's the thing. I'm very interested in psychology and all of that. And
Yeah.
it's easy for me to call her up and say, "Oh, I'm done with this. I'm done with you."
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to burn that bridge.
Mm.
Quite
Fair.
frankly, she's a
Fair.
very good friend to me.
Oh wow.
Right? So I'd rather
Man, they
be
got you.
careful about it. No, they
Oh, they
He
got
said no, they
you. I'm gonna be left on street by myself. Oh my days.
No, but he's letting her go, so he's still in the
So he's
street.
still in the streets with
I'm
you.
just doing it carefully. You know,
Fair,
so I don't
fair,
become
fair,
a
fair.
quote-unquote demon.
Yeah.
So are you doing it so you don't become the demon, or are you doing
Doing
it
it
before her?
I'm doing it because I care about how she took it. So I don't want her to miss it.
Oh my
Okay.
chest. That's beautiful. I felt a little something in there.
No,
Felt a little something.
it was.
That's
It was.
deep. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to uncover a bit more of that. But
Yeah.
that's deep. Let's just keep that for now.
That's
Let's drink
lovely.
some more.
That's lovely.
Let's
Yes.
drink some
I
more.
actually need another shot because
Honestly, 'cause
that
it's
got
too-
me
it's
here.
too
That
early.
got me.
That was very close to home
yeah,
for
very,
you.
very close to home, man. I love
So
that.
I'll go. My question is, what does existing as your true, authentic self look like to you?
That's deep.
That's deep.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Man. What?
I think when you exist as your true, authentic self, one, you are doing things not because other people are expecting you to do it. So you're not
Yeah.
living off the pressures of
Yeah.
people's thoughts, people's expectations
Yeah.
in life. You're doing something because you have done the work within yourself to know what you want in your life, what your expectations of your life are,
Yeah.
what's it called when you're self-aware, right? You've done a
Yeah.
lot of self-awareness exercises to know what makes you happy
Yeah.
and how you can be a better person for yourself and for other people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not just about being selfish, and because sometimes you can be doing selfish decisions that are damaging to yourself
yeah.
and also to people. But
yeah.
it's more about a wellness, right? Of doing things that you know are positive to yourself and therefore positive to other people.
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
No, that got me thinking, man.
I think your authentic self can also change, right?
You can.
Yeah.
Because
it can.
your authentic self today and who that is in 10 years,
Exactly.
20 years from now,
Exactly.
when
10
you're
years is
married, when
far.
you're
If
not,
it's-
when
yeah.
you're having
And even in
kids,
a month,
when
2
you're
months.
In a month, 2 months, yeah,
Yeah.
like
you
it
have
can-
to be
Yeah.
you have to be aware of yourself to know that you may be changing and be able to
Oh, yeah,
make those
self-awareness is
practices
key, man.
and be able to communicate that not just to others but to yourself first.
Yeah.
And not be in denial that you are a changing person, right? And you're evolving.
I say this here, I'll add to that. I feel like that is also a major problem with dating scene.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
You guys are opening up, man. Now this question is okay. So my question is: do you struggle with being vulnerable? Why do you think this is?
That's a perfect question.
That's a
for you.
perfect. I'm so upset. I want a new card. I want a new card because. Okay, so I'll give you an experience from a relationship I had way back. This is not the most recent one, but way back. I'm a lover boy. My family, they know me when I'm in love. I'm in love. I will do anything for my partner. Is that kind of stuff. So, on the table of vulnerability, now I am more afraid because there was a time in my life where I was so vulnerable with someone and she took me for idiots. Yeah, she took my emotions and played volleyball, man. Like that vulnerability, it was a lot. I won't lie, it was a lot. Even me thinking about it now, I'm older, I'm wiser, and it's like, man, I cannot let myself be this vulnerable with anybody again. I had to kind of like have what's that word you used? Not a wall, but like, I had to set, what's it called? Boundaries. Because it was like,
What's the question again?
it's about, do you struggle with being vulnerable? So I do struggle with being vulnerable because I've had someone literally take my vulnerability and toss it about. Like, you know, I would pour my emotions out to this person and this person would see it as, what are you doing, fam? What's all this? Why you being soft for, bro? It's mad. So where I am right now, I really stop because there's someone I'm talking to currently. It's complicated because of my vulnerability. Like, she might be good for me, but it's not the right time. You get,
And that is actually fine. We're
yeah,
in a different season.
no, yeah. Because I realized, we started talking a while back, and I realized, oh God, I like this person's company. I like the vibe around them. You know, but I can't be vulnerable with this person because how about now? I just got out of a relationship. I'm supposed to be a city boy, and I'm supposed to be on streets. So I think my past experience with being vulnerable has really changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do struggle with it, but you know, eventually I'll get better.
Yeah. I
Eventually.
mean, it's time. It's healing.
Yeah, it's healing. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, do you connect easily with people or it's hard for you? Explain. I think on the surface, yes. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm very social. Like, I'll meet people, I'll vibe with people. We
literally just
it's not even hours ago. It's like 40 minutes ago.
Honestly,
So on a surface
Very
level,
welcoming and all
like,
that, yeah.
I'm cool to connect with people, and I actually love being able to like interact with people and find out more, and you know. But I think on like a deeper, very deep level, it takes a lot of trust.
Yeah.
So yes and no. I guess it's all relative. It depends.
There's levels.
Yeah.
There's levels.
There's
Because you can't just be.
Yeah.
You can't just be someone brand new and it's like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
that means you fall in love with someone almost every day in Lagos.
that being said, though, some of my closest friends I met very quickly and had like a very instant relationship with them, and
maybe they teach you.
Wow.
So I think it's from person to person.
Fair.
What that energy of that person is. Do they pass the vibe check, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I literally told someone like 2 days ago that she passed the vibe check. And the vibe check wasn't so crazy. It was just that I put something out there and she caught it.
Yeah.
And she put it back and I was like, I like you. You passed the vibe check. Yeah, I like you.
Vibe check can actually be very dangerous.
100%.
Because like, you could have people falling in love
100%.
in 2 days.
Yeah.
No.
You have to
It's
navigate
very,
that.
very,
It's
very
very
true.
true.
It is very, very, very true. I have had an experience with someone where we only spoke for 2-3 weeks, and to be fair, maybe I overdid it. You know, I can be quite flirtatious sometimes. I can be. It's not me. No, 100% is not me. No.
Automatically.
No, I am sorry. I'm sorry.
Automatically.
100%. I feel like all I did was just genuinely be a nice guy. Maybe she's not used to nice guys, but it kind of felt like after 2 weeks, it was like feelings were, and I was confused because this was me like,
But I have a question, right? Because obviously it depends on the person.
Yeah.
How do you know when to be a nice guy and when to be?
But no. There's no time
It's not
to.
time.
There's no
You're a
time to
nice
be
guy.
nice. If you're a nice guy, you are a nice guy.
Okay, but do you like, can you guys like scope out crazy?
Yeah.
So then you can be like, well, maybe I won't be so nice.
No, you
maybe I won't
can't.
give you the level
Yeah.
of
I
nice
don't think you can.
that I was giving this other
I don't think
person.
There's a difference between being a nice guy and being a kind person.
Yeah.
I actually agree with that.
Yes.
Because
A nice guy is an act.
yes.
A kind person is genuinely a kind person.
Like,
2-4
I always
across
say
the
this.
board.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Like one thing I've always said about
I'll take
myself,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
kind, but I'm not nice because
Yeah.
I don't know how to do niceness. Like I
Yeah.
can't just pull up and be
Be
nice.
nice. Yeah.
It doesn't work for me.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense. I think kindness is the word because
Yeah.
you can be someone that you just want to make someone happy. Like you're not looking for
Yeah.
anything from it.
Yeah.
You just want to make someone happy.
Exactly.
And a lot of people cannot take that as you just being kind.
Yeah.
A lot of women see it as, oh, I think he fancies me, and it's
Yeah.
like,
No.
darling, no, we don't do that. No, we're just being genuinely
Mm-hmm.
kind. Yeah, I like that kindness
Yeah.
and niceness. Yeah, that's a good
All right,
one.
guys. So are you hungry?
Yes.
Gonna get some food.
Yes.
Go and drink
Yes.
some wine. Take some more
Yes,
shots.
please. Yes.
And
yes,
this
yes,
conversation's
yes,
about
yes.
to get a little deeper.
Can I have the rest of the bottle, please?
On that note,
I'm actually not. I'm dead as.
so we'll take a little break and we'll
Yeah.
be back. Please slow it down.
Let me move all my.
So,
Gonna. Yeah, all the unnecessaries.
Oh,
so we
that's
got
delicious.
a linguine today. I thought about, romance and what's that
Thank
movie where
you.
they're kissing with spaghetti?
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
So,
Like a good more chocolate soup.
Lip sync.
so what I've done here,
this
you've
is
got a
great.
linguine. It's not tomato.
Okay.
This is a tatashe and coconut.
Sorry,
Linguine.
Tatashe.
Tatashe.
It's tatashe and coconut linguine with some crispy bacon and chicken.
Bacon.
Little bit of parmesan on top and some beetroot microgreens.
I don't know if it's the Casamigo, but the way I'm smiling at this food, I'm in love. I feel like I'm in love because I can smell it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it smells delicious.
This was amazing.
And we
man.
got some wine, courtesy of Declan. Thank you, Declan, for the free drink.
This is red wine,
This is red
so I
wine.
can take off my top. Oh yeah, I need to just loosen a few buttons.
Listen up.
Yeah.
And we have you're a man. Can you open the drink? We need
Wow.
a strong man. We
Wait,
got a-
so
we got a
cut the
sweet-
camera just in case I can't do it. Okay, I got it. Fantastic. Yeah,
So we got a sweet red wine to accompany it. I think we keep things nice and sweet today.
Red wine makes you sin.
It makes you sin.
Maybe
especially
just
the
me.
sweet
No,
wine.
no.
Maybe it's just me.
I think that's a
Ness, wanna
worldwide.
bring your cup?
I'm gonna go.
Let's do the ladies. So you're a sweet wine person, or do you prefer things a bit
Thank
more
you.
dry?
I'm a dry wine girl, but I will have a sweet one
Yeah,
once
I
in a
think
while,
once in a
like
while,
a good
yeah.
sweet one, but
Yeah.
dry.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
feel like sweet takes out that layer of taste.
yeah, like cuts the actual flavor. You don't get the.
But I guess
full-
it depends on what you want to do after you drink the wine.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
Me personally, right, dry gets me to hunger.
This is sweet, I've been thank God. Because, where do you want to start from?
So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know what they say about eye contact, right?
Yeah,
Eye
did they say
contact.
very
about
important.
What did they do?
Very
We know who not to
important.
look in there.
Oh, they said sweet. They meant sweet. Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Declan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
That's
gonna allow
amazing.
everyone just try a little bit of the pasta. Me, if I was in my own house, I wouldn't even be trying to do etiquette right now. But I'll try and do the spoon
She
and the.
said I wouldn't even try to do etiquette.
I was like, who's watching?
Oh. It's amazing. That tastes amazing. That actually tastes amazing. I love it.
Delicious.
Please cut the camera out to use my hand that eat this thing.
You say what? No, I feel like I don't need to.
You said there's coconut shavings in this?
So I use coconut milk.
Ooh.
I roasted the
Okay.
tattache.
Delicious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the tattache was roasted till it was very charred, and then it was blended with the coconut milk.
I have a question. When you roast that, does it become sweeter?
It has a sweet touch, yeah.
No.
Ah, God. Say enjoyment. Oh, can I afford to eat like this every day?
You know what I'm trying to that tattache kick.
Yeah.
I need water. I think my body did that because the question I was about to ask.
You said we're living God.
Please. Please.
Woo. I was trying to, with this food, I want you guys to get into a trance right now. So the questions I ask.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes,
We're ready.
I'm yours because what?
Your man?
Sorry, it's the red wine.
Don't let the fiance come.
It's the sorry, it's the red wine. It's the red wine. I'm sorry. This is amazing. So what's your question?
All right.
I want to start. Let's start nice, right? Let's start nice. I want to talk to I think it's important as we have a balance here of females and males. I think it's good I have the opportunity to speak to the other sex and get your perspective on things, right?
Okay.
And I think you can ask us the same questions, so you can hear from a woman and we can hear from a man. Because I think one of the mistakes we make when we ask for advice is, you'll go to a woman for, what do you think this guy is thinking?
True.
And women don't know.
No.
You guys are wired differently
Sometimes, yeah.
based on the issue.
Yeah.
So what is one of
Most times.
what is one of the things you've noticed with women? What's a pet peeve you've noticed that women don't tend to understand when it comes to, let's say, getting to know a man in a relationship, that she takes completely the wrong way?
A long time.
Alone time.
In
Listen,
what sense? What do you
When
mean?
I say I love you, I honestly mean it. Because as soon as I thought about you, said it a long time. They see it as what most women will see it as is, oh, he hates me. But you don't understand the concept of a man needing his own time. He doesn't hate you. There's no hate to it. It's just that sometimes as a guy, with everything going on around you, you kind of need to be in your own space and think. Now, you can't do that when there's someone loving and bombarding you with, it's at a point it can get really, is it frustrating as the word? Overwhelming. There you go. That's the word. Overwhelming. I want to be in my house, in my living room, TV on. I'm not watching anything. I'm just thinking.
Okay. That's all well and good. Do you feel you communicate this? Let's say you want this alone time.
Yep.
Do you just dip, or are you able to successfully tell a woman, hey, I'll speak to you in a couple of hours. I just need
some time to decompress, or
It depends on the woman because
So
they say
it's the woman.
wait, communication is key. They say communication is key, but understanding is more important. Because I can communicate to you that babe, I need time to just really my head is not in the right space, and she can be like, oh, so are you saying that me being with you doesn't keep you in the right head space?
Okay.
Yeah, it can get
I
messy.
see what you mean.
It can get messy. Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's just more an unreasonable person, though. Versus a male versus female thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just somebody who's not being reasonable.
Fair.
Because everybody needs alone time.
Which is why I look to older women now.
Oh.
Okay, let's go there.
I'm
Let's
so
talk
sorry.
about it.
I am so sorry.
Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
Let's go back. I'm so sorry. Now.
No.
Let's
We
go
gonna
there.
talk about
We're
it.
gonna talk about it.
Help me
Let's talk
understand.
about it
We are
Help me
talking
understand
about
that, please.
I need to know more.
Oh my God, no.
a 25-year-old thinks, more often than not, thinks differently from a 35-year-old. Right? Because that's
Fair.
10 years of experience,
Yeah.
life experience.
Yeah.
It is 10 years of knowing yourself better to understand that you as a woman need a long time as well. And when you got into that point of self-awareness, it will be easier to understand that a man needs a long time. Unlike a 25-year-old who is trying to,
Always be on
be
your
your
neck.
all.
Be your all, yes. Oh my
Right,
God.
and you tell her you need a long time. She can't sort of
Process.
reconcile
Yeah.
that, disparity. Right? Because it's like, okay, I love you so much, I'll do anything for you.
Casamigo is hitting.
But
I
then
love it.
you're telling me you need to be alone. You need to be away from me.
Yeah.
That I need to be alone doesn't mean I want to be away from you.
Mm.
It's about me, it's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
But an older woman would understand that because she herself needs a long time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's just
Fair
what it is.
enough.
That's fair.
And here's the thing, I'm 26, but my immediate sibling is 7 years older than I am. So by default, I've had to live with adults all
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
More often than not, 90% of the time, I'm the youngest of my friends. Right? So
Yeah.
I can
my
relate.
circle are much older people with
Yeah.
older mentality.
Yeah.
And naturally, I'll think like them.
Yeah.
And naturally, I am drawn to people of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So if I meet a younger person that thinks like a younger person, it's like I'm running mad because I'm trying to explain something to you that my friends would understand.
But you
can't.
yeah.
And there's nothing I can do at that point. Life just has to teach you.
Yeah.
So when you see yourself in the future, though, since you're like, oh, at this time in my life, I'm interested in older women because they get this. Do you see that as like your long-term like life plan? You probably end up marrying somebody that's older than you,
Yes.
or
You do?
Interesting.
I have three exes, and out of the three, two were older than I am.
Okay.
Right. Currently, I'm talking to some people that are older than I am.
Some.
some multiple.
So
Just
are you
putting
talking
that out
one,
there.
2, or thousands?
Let me not say I'm talking to some people because talking implies that I'm trying to enter the dating stage and
Yeah.
enter a relationship
Mhm.
or an exclusive relationship.
You spent time with.
I've spent time with, I'm friends with people that I would consider to get into a talking stage with.
Okay.
They are older than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let me just, for the sake of diplomacy, right? Let me just put that out there. And I think for me, if I end up getting married, the person, there is an 80% chance the person will be
Older than you. Yeah.
Right.
I mean
More often, I've for the past 2 years, I've been, making friends, having discussions with people, and a good number of times they ask me my age, and when I tell them 26, they are shocked because they thought I was 33.
yeah.
I can believe that.
I get that.
And
Yeah.
I think altogether it all comes down to upbringing, traumas.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, everyone has a trauma,
Mm-hmm.
but people deal with them differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kind of environment you're in,
Shit.
it sort of design how you deal with it.
Mhm.
Right. For me, I became an orphan at 10. My siblings are 7 years older than I am. So I'm 26 now. My immediate sibling is like 5 or so.
Mhm.
I have a sibling, that's 40 something. When I'm talking to these people, I can't talk like a child.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can think like a child.
Yeah, but you can't.
And so when
yeah.
I'm relating to people, it is with that mentality. And I can't even remember where I was heading at. The Casamigos.
Yeah. the Casamigo and the Duckling
The point I'm trying to make is
Yeah.
right. Age, I think, is an important factor to how women receive and process information.
Fair.
Do you find
That's
do you
fair.
find that older women are also more open to, let's say at the getting to know stage, being more secure in understanding that you may be talking to more than one person, and that's fine.
Can
Yes.
I answer?
Yes
can I answer
and
that
no.
from my experience? Can I
Okay.
answer from my experience? So, I've dealt with a lot of older women because I've been told I look like a daddy. I've been told I look like someone. Zaddy. So I've been told I look like someone that has like at least a kid. I don't have any children that I know of.
That I know of.
But
I like
yeah.
that disclaimer.
So I've always had women that are, let's say, 3 to 4 years older than me who approach me, and a lot of time, after I tell them my age, they're still like they're shocked, but like they're impressed and all that. Right, cool, no problem. Not every woman that's older has that sense of maturity. I will tell you 100%.
100%.
100%. I will tell you from my listen.
This age thing, I don't know 100%.
I'm sorry, that age thing is capping, bro. Because
I have met about the type of person you are, man.
Exactly.
Because
I have met women in their late 30s who act like they don't have sense. Yeah, that's the. I wanted to be polite. They don't have sense. 100%. And it's kind of confusing because it's like, why are you acting like a 24-year-old? If I know 24-year-olds that don't act like you, what is going on?
Yeah.
So that whole age thing sometimes it can be very tricky. It can be very, very tricky. You can never really tell. I think sometimes it's just someone's upbringing, someone's mentality. I know that because I know people that are in their mid-20s with the mindset of someone older. I know people that are in their late 30s with mindset of someone that is 18 or 40s.
That's the thing. Sometimes you can tell from 1 or 2 interactions. From the second interaction, you can tell.
yeah.
I feel like you have to find out from the first interaction because by second interaction it might be too late.
First interaction, people can pretend.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah. People can pretend from the first reaction. Fair enough.
All right, I'm gonna ask another question.
Vanessa, this meal, yeah?
You
You put it on container. You set container for me, and I will take it home.
This is a good question. What did the first love of your life do to your heart? Does it affect you till today?
Who's answering?
Do you see the way we all went like shit?
Yeah.
Who's answering?
And now everyone will talk about their traumas.
If there's one thing I love
about
about when it comes to relationships in Lagos, yeah. When everybody tells you their story, you're like, wow. I thought I was
You
suffering.
thought your own was
I thought my own was bad.
but
Your own is worse. Who wants to go first? Because
your eye to more flow.
that question is tough, man. That's a tough one.
I'll go because mine is probably like I won't say it's lighter, but like I chose what to take from it.
Yeah.
I was talking to this girl for like a year plus. Actually, almost 2 years. When I met her, she was in a relationship.
It's a bad
I'm
start.
so sorry.
It's a terrible start to the story.
That's the thing. I had a best friend at the time. I saw her on his timeline, and I said to him, "I want this girl." Right. So I started talking to her. And here's the thing. I'm very straightforward. I asked him, "Are you trying to get with her?" He said no. Right. So I knew that course was clear. Men are very simple human beings.
Very simple.
Are they really?
We are.
Tell me more.
We are when we want to be. When we want to be simple.
More often
We are.
than not, we're simple human beings. We are more logical than emotional. Women, on the other hand, are.
I feel like men always say they're
They say
more
this.
logical than
I
they're
have
emotional,
dealt
and
with
I
emotional
really
men.
just don't.
No, I'm not saying men are not.
Because so much of the like logic that men have is
We are-
based
I'm sorry.
in emotion.
Those
We are all
men
just
not honest with
crackheads. That's what it is. We're all just
Those
crackheads.
are men that
So
are not
much of the
honest with
logic men speak about are based in emotions.
themselves. Like what?
I just feel like men say things like, I mean, it just makes so much sense to do it like this, but really, there's like an underlying reason, and there's an emotional reason why they believe that it's best to be done that way.
I remember in my single
It's not
days,
because
right?
like that's the easiest way to do
Remember
it.
my
It's
single
because
days.
No, my
Yeah.
single days,
Wow.
I was a little savage, right? And for this reason, I would say I wasn't savage in the sense that I was. I'm savage in the sense that I was okay with you going about dating your multiple women.
Oh,
I will date my
Multiple
multiple
men.
men. And I think men had a problem with that, right? Because you come and say, oh, you know, we're still early days, so don't get too attached to me. You know, it's like a pride thing. Don't fall in love with me. I'm like, okay. Okay. No, yes.
no problem.
Men are embarrassing me
So-
outside.
Because men had this pride that I'm the one that's going to break your heart, right? I'm the one that's gonna be going about doing multiple things. You're gonna get attached first. I had attachment issues, so I didn't get attached. And then suddenly it switches 2-3 weeks later. You're the one calling me 7 times a day. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I thought you were not an attached person. I thought,
Yeah.
So
Why are these men embarrassing me outside?
That is a perfect example of logic versus emotion. Yes, when men are saying, I mean, it's only logical if, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not going to have any attachment to you.
You're saying that the woman is the emotional one and the logical one.
We're both single. Everybody can do what they want to do. But then the minute I'm doing what I want to do,
Fair enough.
It's a problem. You're now
to me,
emotional
it's
about
the
it.
thing
You're
of,
now upset about it.
It's the thing of when you guys take a break and then you slept with like 3 girls and she went on a date with one guy and you're just there like, Oluwa.
But you're the one that wanted to go on a break.
I'll tell you my perspective on why I think that's the thing. Because men see women as emotional beings, there is that fear that the woman has formed an emotional attachment with that person she cheated or slept with rather than cheating. Right?
Fair.
And so it's
Fair.
an even growing fear that when you get back together, that still exists.
Okay, but what if the woman is not an emotional being? And
How would you know?
How would you know?
How would you know?
Now, here's
How
what
would you
I'll
know?
say. There are certain things that if you communicate from the beginning, it enables the woman to thrive in her emotional nature.
Okay, but one thing I do have to say, men are a bit more confident and able to try at least narrate what their true self is, right? If I'm a woman that is for the streets or
culture,
I can't say it, so maybe I have to try and be this nice person or just be a bit calm, but really I'm all about that savage life. I saw something the other day on TikTok. There's I can't remember the percentage. It was like 8 out of 10 married women have said something really ridiculous. I was blown, like have cheated on their husbands.
There's a crazy
in Nigeria. That's in Nigeria.
Yeah, there's a crazy statistic where like it's something wild, like 60% of people's firstborn child is not actually the guy's. Yeah. It's like the person she was sleeping with right before they got married.
Women can't just state it out in the open. This is what I'm about.
Yeah.
They have. They can't.
No, they can't, because then men turn around and say, "Well, if you're for the streets, I don't really want."
Exactly, I'm not going to get to know you.
Here's the thing. On one part, I will blame women. Why? Because men do same things and women still go after them. Why?
That's a good question.
That's true.
That's a good question.
Because look, when you see the women,
Why?
no, but let's flip that, because when the woman is, when you see those women that are publicly in the streets and they're still getting man after man after man, and the women who are stuck in the closet are complaining about this woman being in the streets.
Oh my god!
But she's still getting, because there are still men that will still happily date them. So
well, I guess that also depends on like what your goal is, right?
Your goal,
in life. Do you want to be married? Do you want to be with this certain type of person? Or like, again, are you really truly for the streets? Like, is that your goal to just enjoy that street living?
I'm very honest with myself, and because of that, I'm able to be honest with the person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I need to know what the issue is like, so I know if
Why?
I deal with it.
No.
Honestly, I'm not gonna deceive myself and act
I'm so sorry.
It's about
I am so
I have
sorry.
to disagree.
That took me out. I'm so sorry. I'm so
How can you
sorry.
ask me what's my history? No.
Let me tell you
My man said, "Show me your browser history. I want to know."
Not your browser.
I want to show you mine.
No, in some ways I agree with you, right? That it's good to know your partner's history and all these things.
I need to know
but
if I
I
can
think
deal
that
with
the
it.
reason what's the reason why is the important part of the question.
I'll tell you why. I don't want to go outside one day and I'm drinking with my guys and then I'm hearing some bunch of niggas talking about
That's the problem with you.
It's not with me, because you didn't tell me. I'm hearing it from outside.
No, I can see what you're saying, but my question is, when you then hear the guy behind you talking about it, and you're already equipped with the information that you know, how do you then
it doesn't
react?
mean anything to me because I know you told me at home.
Okay, that's fine. I think that that's reasonable.
But
I think that that's
from
reasonable.
outside, I look at you as a fraud.
No, I mean a fraud is
Because
My man said 419.
from outside.
fraud is heavy. Fraud is heavy, but
Men are strong, but men are very delicate.
no, men are extremely delicate human.
100%.
Doesn't
I
stop
can't
you from
lie.
being strong.
No.
No.
Okay,
it doesn't.
wait.
But I'm saying, okay, so this exact scenario that you're explaining, for instance, if a woman was outside, it wouldn't affect her the same way. If
don't
she
know.
heard somebody being like, "Oh, I used to be with this guy,"
And
da-da-da-da-da-da.
exactly
You don't know that.
what's
9 times out of 10, a woman is not
going
gonna break down about that.
Is it that, oh, I was with her? Or is it that the guy is going down and dirty with what was being said? Like, for me, a woman can. What's wrong with a guy saying, yeah, I dated her?
I don't need all of that. I don't need the details as far as you've told me.
So if I've said,
I am aware
okay,
of the person.
I dated
Okay,
this person
then-
before,
And
and then
it's
that's
natural for
it.
me to imagine you guys went down and dirty. No one gives a shit, right? I already know that you were with this
I
person.
think okay.
Okay.
So
my point.
my thing with
that's
I think
reasonable.
these
I don't think
conversations
there's
should
anything
come
wrong with
naturally.
that.
For me, the problem I have with what you said,
Is how I
and
said
it's
it.
how it's said. Like, if you're coming to me and just asking, so who have you been with?
No.
What's your body count?
No, it's giving controlling.
That's
It's
like
giving
not
controlling.
issue, you know. And I don't need to bring out
sorry.
my history to someone like
I'm
that.
sorry.
No, I think that if you're in a good, healthy, functioning relationship, that's a conversation that you're going to have naturally, right?
Even regardless.
But if it's like week one and
Exactly.
a guy is like, how far? Chill.
No, not week
I
one.
don't know you like that.
I'll give an example. Sorry. On that topic, I have an ex where we actually were like, okay, how many people have you been with, and what are their names?
No.
Oh no, we did that. No. I had a relationship where we actually did that, where it was like, okay, how many people have you been with? What are the names?
That's very awkward.
There was Brenda, Lakeisha.
Hey, listen, but you know what's so crazy? I feel like when you're with someone for as long as I was with that person, we laughed about it. We actually laughed about it.
Yeah.
So my last question with this conversation, right? Let's put it this way. I understand what you're saying, and I think we've all reached like a balancing point, right? It can happen naturally. How would you feel like, let's say you just got to know someone, it's the first week, and is now you're hanging out with a group, and maybe she has been with someone in said group.
First week.
Yeah, like now you're going out with a group of friends, right? It's like natural. You
It's
guys
like-
go out to the
This
club.
is like, oh, I'm with my homegirls.
And you're on a table with his guys, and there's been someone on the table that,
I'll go with her.
yeah. How would you want her
I won't
to?
write her up
Yeah.
because like 1 week is too early for that kind of information
Yeah.
to possibly come out.
Especially in Lagos, man. Lagos is small.
So you wouldn't stop talking to her?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
However,
I wouldn't.
not for me personally, I think I'll give it like 2 months
What does the 2 months do?
to see if the information. First of all, to see where we get, and then depending on how far we get, if the info comes out.
But wait, what if like, okay,
Because-
you're with the girl, your friends, you're gonna go and meet them at a restaurant. You get to the restaurant, your homeboy says to you, yo, this babe that you
What
just
do you mean
brought.
with the girl?
As
you're
in, you
dating.
come together now.
You're
You're dating, you're talking or whatever. You come together, you meet your friends at the restaurant. One of your guys says, guy, I was with this babe however long ago it was, whether it's a month or a year
Yeah.
or whatever, however long. How do you take that?
I would ask her about it. One, if she's ready to talk about it. If she's not, when? Because here's the thing. There is side A, there's side B, there's the truth, and there's what you choose to take from it.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll tell you for free, you can never know the truth.
That's true, and I'll take on that.
Listen.
There's 3 sides to the story.
No,
So whatever
listen.
you choose to take from it,
Yep.
it's your responsibility to deal with it.
And I think if you're a self-secure person,
Oh yeah, you have to be. You
have to be
secure.
secure.
Man. You have to be secure.
and knowing that this relationship I have with this person is about me and this person.
Yeah.
And it's about
Cool.
knowing
I know
what
this
you can deal
information.
with.
Cool.
Let's move on from it.
Yeah.
However, naturally, that would form a sort of yardstick to judging the person's patterns. And so if you begin to see similar things, there is a reference. Doesn't mean you should always bring it up, but it is something to consider.
You have to clear your throat. You're like,
Okay.
You know, you might want to deny it, but it is a thing. Every human being is bound to do it.
I want to know what you mean more about like a yardstick to reference,
Yeah,
like
so
because like using this
it's normal to
exact,
be with people.
yeah.
I'll put it this way. If that kind of scenario happened 5 times in 2 weeks.
But what's the scenario?
What? That should be with 5 of
You were somewhere and
Wait.
No, at that point, let her go now.
Yeah, at that point.
Do you see what I'm saying?
5 is peak. 5 is a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
But it's that time. It's a pattern. Like, come on, man. You gotta nip it in the butt.
Even 3 times. If 2 months in, you see that her character is changing, she's talking to someone new every 2 weeks, every 1 week. It is a pattern. See, you cannot deny it. If you deny it, you're an idiot.
You have to let her go, man.
So whatever comes from that is your fault.
All right.
This is that thing you were saying of the red flags in the first month versus the red flags in the end of the year.
Thank you.
So, clearly, like, what I like about this conversation, right, is I think we are talking about different perspectives of dating, depending on not just age, but different experiences with different types of women, right? But let's go back to age for a second, because I want to see what your perspective is with, like, millennial dating versus Gen Z, this, Gen Z dating. No, we can't. We cannot.
I'm sorry.
No, we have to talk about it.
I'm sorry to say this about Gen Z. They don't know how to date.
You have no business dating.
Ha!
I am so sorry.
Did you guys see the post?
I am so sorry.
But do you think millennials know how to date?
A good number of them.
I will say personally for me, I'm sorry to anyone that's in Gen Z, or actually I'm not really that sorry, but I have had people from the Gen Z field try to approach me, and I'm like,
If a millennial's annual budget is 25M, woo! Yeah, and she's sleeping with a married man, he's probably footing 10M
15.
or 15.
Yeah.
Fine. Out of 25.
Yeah.
25.
If a Gen Z is sleeping with a married man, I promise you it is 22M. Because how do you reconcile that bill?
I need some evidence.
She's not a tech bro.
I need some proof for this argument.
She is not a tech
It's like you
bro.
said, you cut the cameras, I will name names.
That's what I'm trying to
An
say.
influencer. What is she influencing?
No, but this has
I don't know. This is not Gen Z. They're very what's the word I'm looking for? They know how to do things.
Yeah.
They know how to make money from doing random things that we wouldn't think about.
Yeah, to be
I'm
fair.
telling you,
To be fair.
they're very productive.
Yeah.
They're very, I don't know what the word is. They're like,
There's a few that'll tell you outrightly that they're sleeping with X, Y, Z.
Yes, but
I
they're saying
can
it
tell you.
outrightly. Women have been doing that for
decades.
I'm sorry, hold
But
on.
the thing is, millennials will come out and say, "Oh, this is my fashion business that's making this money."
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
My-
the
it's
difference.
my-
I'm sorry.
But that's the difference with
Excuse me,
millennials.
this camera is on me, yeah? If your husband is spoiling Gen Z, come and meet me. Come and spoil me. Just come and spend your money on me. Or spend his money on me.
Listen, it's a madness in this Lagos.
In this Lagos? In this Lagos?
And let me tell you, it doesn't
Lagos-
stop at
no.
like Gen Z and millennial. I can tell you
think it's just
50-year-old
Lagos.
women who are still
But that's
doing
what
it. I
I'm
can tell you
saying.
60-year-old
It is
women who are
Lagos.
still
Lagos.
60-year-old women that are still doing
Lagos
it.
is sort
No,
of
they're
like
doing
It doesn't stop
But,
at.
excuse my friend, whose vagina is sweeter?
You'll be surprised what that old pum pum can do.
No.
You'll be shocked and surprised.
But come on, how many men are on,
I'm
how
just
many
saying,
men
I
are
just
on
want to
Twitter
put it
asking
out
for
there
sugar
as an
mommy?
advocate for the older ladies.
The older ladies
That you will be
I've
surprised
spoken
what
to
they
a few
can
men
do.
who are outright in transition, in a trance because of older women. They say older women are doing something to them.
Now me, I did.
Point in case, you yourself said you like older women.
I think the problem, I don't even think it's generational, it's a Lagos issue. And we
I
can
don't
talk
think
about
it's a Lagos
we
issue.
can talk
I
about it.
think
No, but
that-
Lagos,
It's an African issue.
it's an African issue, but the thing that brings
I
in
think
Lagos,
it's a worldwide issue.
it's a worldwide issue. But Lagos has it differently.
No, there's a different
Lagos has
kind
made it
of,
more of a acceptable trend.
Well, no, that can be your job now in Lagos.
Yeah.
You see, that's the difference.
Like you could actually be known
That's
for
your
that,
job.
and people
Yeah.
would respect you for it.
In terms of the married thing, men are expected to provide, and so men spend 75% of their time trying to provide for the family. And because of that, there is a deficit in their quote unquote sexual delivery. And so, to make up for that, both of them cross age groups.
Okay.
Gonna take another shot of Casamigo.
It's a theory.
Are hitting menopause, whatever, right? They go for the younger ones. The wives cross and go for the younger guys because they have the energy and time.
It's true.
I have the energy and time.
I can concede to that being.
Okay.
I
I don't know. This conversation I could go on and on and on, but we're gonna.
Here's what this food I can go on and on.
It's time to wrap it up. I mean, this has been actually very insightful. Hearing from the male perspective and also getting the female perspective on things. I can say there's a few things that I can understand why there's a communication barrier.
Yeah.
100%.
This has come out today, so I hope this has been helpful to some people. But
Hopefully.
what I want to do now to round this episode up, I do this thing what's called what's your one thing. So what's your one thing that you've learned or gotten from this conversation we've had today?
Can I go?
Yeah. I'm very intrigued in what you
Know
have to
what
say.
you want, communicate what you want.
Okay. Yeah, you're not far from where I was.
Very
Yeah,
important.
he's not far from where I was.
Very important.
Communication. Okay, not just communication, understanding. Because you can communicate with someone and it's going in here, coming out there. Communication and understanding. I feel like understanding is more important.
Yeah.
Because you can communicate with someone and they decide to not understand what you are saying. Yeah. So communication and understanding have to go hand in hand.
That's good. Nice.
In line with both of those things, I think it's about how you communicate with people, right? Because you can communicate all you want. You can try to understand all you want, but if you're not speaking the other person's language, then it's neither here nor there.
Fair. That's fair. That's very fair. That's very fair.
I think mine would be knowing where you are, realistically where you are, and emotionally where you are, so that you know how to deal with yourself and to deal with other people, so that you're not putting other people into a relationship that you're not ready for, therefore hurting them.
Louder for the people in the back.
So that's it. I mean, this has been great. It was good to see the vulnerabilities from some toxic men.
Whoa! From some
Cliff.
lover boys.
If I bring out the receipts from your Twitter.
Okay. Let's not bring
And
Twitter
I
into
think
this. Let's not bring Twitter
I
into
think
this.
that these were all very level-headed arguments.
Do you know this guy tweeted one time, "Good morning, except for Lagos women." What's up, Lagos women?
What did they do to you? That's like very specific.
Lagos
very
women
aggressive.
have shown me fire.
In these last 3 months?
Yes, they have shown me hell on earth.
This is a lot.
I am
In
tired.
these 3 months?
Yes,
All I
yes.
can say is if you guys want another episode, we'll come back. We'll come back. Request in the comments, slide in the DM.
Yes. And if you want my number and my Instagram handle, I just put it down here. Yes. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.